60 years since the Packers and Chiefs met down in Southern California in what would come to be known as the first Super Bowl. But now, at modern Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, we are counting down to Super Bowl 60. And we've got a great matchup in store. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Tennessee Titans taking on the chance from the other side, the NFC, the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon gone along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up. And we are underway on Sunday Night Primetime. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the run-up to this game, this is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolutely tremendous accomplishment, something no one else has done. But he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
Ward off the play fake. That's into the hands of Iomanner. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
2nd and 10. Play action now, Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now Ward. That's complete to Deacon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And the Titans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
9 yards.
And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. And we've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. 2nd quarter coming your way next. 0-0 our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gardner alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Play action now. Brissett. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's got this down to the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down, Arizona.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Here's Brissett. Oh, wide open receiver. It's Harrison. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Amari DiMercato. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Play fake, Brissett. That's caught by Harrison, right side. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
On the handoff, it's DiMercato. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. The give is to DiMercato. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This is 3rd and goal, Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Give
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing is Ward. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Second and a couple. Throwing now, Ward. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
10 yards.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Over the middle, he's going to find Iomanner. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
At their 49-yard line.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Ward. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Alec Iomanner in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. That's taken in by Weaver. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters in the books here in Santa Clara. The Super Bowl 60 halftime straight ahead with Scott Hanson.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing, Brissett. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Now he's going to step up and run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1st down, Cardinals.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane and burn them for a first down.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On the ground, it's DiMercado. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Here's Brissett. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Riley now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here is Cam Ward and the Titans down 10-7, just over 2 minutes to go. They need at least a field goal to send this Super Bowl to overtime as they come up on 1st down. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Second down, 8 yards to go. To throw, here's Ward. Complete now, loose football, the ball comes out. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. catch the ball, you know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. Brissett looks to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 9. Brissett. They'll set up the screen to DeMarcado. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to swell the lead to 6. And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Let's get this point.
So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So now the focus is all on the Titans offense, trailing by 6. A little over a minute and a half remaining. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl as they've got a first down. Back to throw. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout,
That's a gain of 8.
as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. A big play here, 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. He's back to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And the Cardinals have done it. They're the kings of the NFL. Arizona, your Super Bowl champs. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible.